Hey folks, I want to talk about something that's actually been pissing me off, and quite frankly, it should be pissing you off too. Alright, it is the diet companies. Alright, they want to sell you pills, lipozene, hydroxycut, and all that other bullshit. Alright, I started the ketogenic diet about 2 months ago. Alright, and I started exercising in the beginning a half hour a day. It's been increased since then, but you only really need a half an hour a day. Um, Now, whether you're doing the ketogenic diet or you're doing a diet that's going to be whatever's right for you, all right. You may not like the ketogenic diet. There's a lot of different diets out there, all right, but they all have one thing in common, all right. Whether you're counting calories, all right, calories in, calories out, or you're counting carbs, carbohydrates in, carbohydrates out, all right, it all comes down to the same thing. You're going to lose the weight, all right, just by adjusting it. Now, for example, if your calorie maintenance level, all right, to maintain your weight, all right, which is basically you're not going to gain any weight, you're not going to lose any weight, all right, just to maintain it, if it was 3,000 calories each day based on a 24-hour day, all right, and you reduce those calories by 400, all right, that's a lot of calories at the end of the week, all right, when it comes to calories in, calories out. Also, if you're counting the carbs, the one main thing that you should be cutting out, all right, is simple carbohydrates, which is your sugars and your candy and your chips and shit like that. All right, the carbs that you should be counting, all right, is your good carbohydrates, which are called complex carbohydrates. All right, it's going to come from your greens, your asparagus, which is really good, shit like that. Now, when you adjust your macros and you do a half an hour a day of a brisk walk, it doesn't even have to be a run. And if you cannot do a half hour a day in one straight half hour, you can even break it up into threes. So you would do 3 10-minute brisk walks a day, all right, and you are going to lose the weight, all right. You really need to adjust your macros as well as doing your exercise. You cannot go to McDonald's, for example, and say, hey, I can have this Big Mac and fries in that because I'm going to exercise later. You know what? No matter what anybody tells you, I don't care who tells you this, you cannot out-exercise a bad diet. All right? But the pill companies, they're not going to tell you that. They're going to tell you that you can eat whatever it is you want. All right? While you're on these pills because you're going to lose weight. And then when you don't lose the weight, you're freaking broke. All right? You're sitting there and you're feeling like duh, like fucking dumb. All right? The only thing that really lost weight was your wallet. I lost 56 pounds so far in 2 months. 56 pounds. That's almost a pound a day. If you reduce your calories by 400 calories a day, which that still leaves a lot of calories to consume, and you do your exercise, and it doesn't even have to be 7 days a week. 4 to 5 days a week at a half hour a day is plenty. You're going to lose the weight. All right. The main thing that you have to remember is that you cannot out exercise a bad diet. All right. So it's about eating more healthier. I eat really good. I mean, tonight for dinner, I'm actually on my way home. All right. I'm going to be cooking a 16-ounce steak. All right. I'm going to fry up some hot peppers and some mushrooms with it too. All right. That's quite a bit for me. That's a good dinner. But what really pisses me off is that these advertising companies saying that you can't do it without this, or you can't do it without that. Well, guess what? The this and the that is going to cost you money. All right, it's going to cost you lots and lots and lots of money. All right, that you could be going out and using that same money that you spend on the pills. All right, to go stock your freezer with steak, with pork chops, with chicken. You can have all of that. Like I said, I'm not suggesting the ketogenic diet. I love the ketogenic diet. All right. I would not change that for nothing. All right. But there are some people that have a very difficult time doing the ketogenic diet, and it's understandable. I totally understand it. It took me a few times actually doing keto before I actually like it, and now I'm actually sticking to it. So do whatever diet that you want, whether it's counting carbs, counting calories. Adjust your macros. Do a half hour a day, 4 to 5 days, all right, and keep your money in your wallet. Tell the pill companies, the pharmaceutical companies, the billionaires, the fat motherfuckers, all right, whose bank accounts keep getting fatter while your waistline remains the same. Tell them to fuck off. All right, tell them to go to hell. You don't need them. You're going to keep your money. You're going to go spend it on other things that you want to go spend it on instead of spending it on their bank accounts. All right, you're making them rich and nothing is really changing. All right, they don't frickin' work. All right, that's why on some pill bottles they'll say that it only works when you exercise and you adjust your macro count. All right, well, okay, that's kind of a half a truth. The truth is that you exercise and you adjust your macros, you're going to lose the weight. Where the lie is that their pills help you. Well, they're not doing anything. You adjusted your macros. You're doing the exercise. The pills ain't giving you an extra boost. Like I said, tell them to fuck off. All right, do your adjustments appropriately, and just get in some walks. Get in some walks, and I guarantee you're going to lose the weight. All right, you folks have a good day, and be safe.